All right, we're back in session. Mike?
Good morning, Commissioners. Mike Jaglowski, Bannock County Engineer. I have before you a request to approve the final plat of Hunt Estates. It's a 3-lot subdivision. It went, I think a little bit of the background on that is that it started out as 2 lots, and they decided to combine those 2 lots and divide it into 3 lots so that they can have another person come and live on that lot with them. And that's what we have. It was pretty simple. It was a replat, I should say that.
Where's this at?
This is on Philbin Road, and it's just north of Tyche.
Okay.
Have you had you've been out to inspect?
I have.
Everything is to standard?
It is.
Okay.
Because in this packet, I also have a petition to abandon and vacate some of Crystal Springs.
So, okay.
Okay, so,
if you will, Commissioners, I sent that over on Thursday or Friday for Christie to include on a hearing next Tuesday
okay.
that you're going to be having. And usually a couple of weeks before the public hearing, I try to get that information to her to
That clears up
That,
okay. I was like,
I'll tell you, I can only imagine Christy showing back up from vacation, or out personal leave, out on, and she sees
was
this
gone.
email, and it says this is for, Tuesday's public hearing, and she looks at the agenda and it's for this you know what I mean? Or I could
no,
have
you're fine.
described it incorrectly in my email. I mean, there's a host of different things that could have happened there.
no, I think that it just got included because everything reads that it's the approval of the final plat for the Hunt.
Right.
But the pictures that I had didn't match what, so that's why I asked, where's this at?
Yes, thank you.
And the other one's in McCammon.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes, it
I
is.
looked that up last night. Well, this doesn't, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you're welcome to read through that.
be prepped and ready
We'll
for,
include
And
that
less than
next
ready
time?
for next
I'll
time.
do that.
But that's on Tuesday, the 14th.
Okay.
But you have inspected, they have road,
Yes.
everything, infrastructure, everything's in place, everything's ready to go.
Everything's in place and everything is ready to go.
They paved?
There
Is
is
there
no
a
paving
bond?
there's
They're
no
just gonna
paving
hold it
that's
as gravel?
required. Yeah,
Okay, so they're gonna hold it to the, but it's, meets fire code, it's got
Yes.
wide enough lane, turnaround?
yes. Well, everything fronts Philbin
Okay.
Road. Everything fronts Philbin Road. There is accesses that are already there that they're gonna reuse.
So they didn't create any new access, then
No,
create
and so
traffic issues?
being a replat, what they did is they took these 2 lots, split them up, so they're more equal, and then actually the 3rd lot is open space that they're both gonna share.
Okay. Are they on,
Sewers or
uh,
septic?
They're on septic and private wells.
okay,
There's 2 wells out there and 2 septic systems already.
yeah. I mean, and that's outside of our purview anyway, but still, just to understand
Right,
what is there.
right. This was signed by the health department, so.
Cool. Yeah, it's had to, for you to be ready to come to us, it had to have been signed, so,
Right.
okay. Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the final plat for the Hunt Estates as presented and authorize signature.
We have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimous.
Mr. Dixon, we need your authorization also. Okay, and I will go ahead and mark those down. So we'll just need to have, yes, sir, that's correct. And I'll sign those outside. right? Oh, for heaven's sakes, Jablowski, come on. One more, please. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and sorry
See
about
you
the
next week.
confusion. Yeah, see you next week. Sorry
Have
about the
fun.
confusion.
We're ahead of next week.
I thought that was a curious question. Where is this located?
I remember
I'm a
seeing,
little confused.
I remember seeing something, I remember seeing something on it, and I was like, no, that's, you know, I don't think this is the right thing.
Perfect. All right, very good.
Thank you.
Come on up, Dave.
Morning, sir.
Welcome. So, this is a conversation about the Sterling Building. Supposedly there's been an offer made on it.
That's my understanding.
Braden, did you see the sheet?
No, there hasn't been a sheet. The only thing that I've had any contact with Gil on was that there was an offer, and they wouldn't tell us who it was, and they acted like we were really privileged just to get the price. So I don't know how we go about.
That's pretty easy. No,
No, there's no offer.
no, I'm just,
No
no,
counter.
no counter. Have fun, sell it.
Okay.
Have a nice day. I mean, if you're not gonna provide your sales contract, I'm not gonna come up with a make-believe offer. Sorry. I mean, there's an offer to buy this building right now. Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no.
And you hadn't had any other contact with him yourself, had you, Dave?
He called and said that they're planning on closing it in July,
Okay.
but that's the only information he gave me.
And our contract is still good for how long?
Through November.
Of next year. I mean, I didn't really like the price, I'll tell you.
No.
And if they're not willing to actually show us an offer sheet.
Don't want to play?
Which is quite customary in these kind of things. If you don't want to do that, I'm not gonna, come up just because you say there's an offer. Hey, there's an offer for $10 million there. Sorry, I don't really care. It's just one of those things.
I don't know why it matters unless they can say they've accepted it, and it's not in my ballpark to decide what you do anyway. I'm just passing on information.
But no, I pass on it. I mean, this is about the fourth time that building has supposedly been under contract, gonna close and gonna sell. And
Yeah, there've been offers before. I don't know that they've ever accepted anything.
yeah, they had one that, before you guys moved in, they had one and they got to, like, we're getting ready to close and it fell apart. So,
It's not surprising. I'm more interested in making sure that we have some place to be because I don't know anything about these people. I don't know if they're buying it as an investment or if they have a company and they want to move everybody out. I don't know what they want to do.
typically, these are investments. They get them full and then they sell them. So,
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Yep.
I really didn't appreciate the way that they send you an email and said the clock started this morning. I mean, the whole system.
Yeah, And I think I put in my response that the starting the clock was premature if I don't have any information.
Well, and, yeah. If you're not gonna provide the contract, which the contract, that has no bearing upon,
Well, and I don't know why they're notifying me anyway. It should be Brian or Braden.
That's-
So,
Well, thank you.
Need a motion?
no, we're not taking any action, we're not doing anything on it, so.
All right.
There you go.
That's where
Sorry
we're
for
at.
wasting your time.
Good day.
Thanks, Dave.
Shanda.
No, we've already had Mike. We're on a roll today.
We're through with Jaglowski.
Good morning, Commissioners. Shanda Crystal, Purchasing and Economic Analyst. So I'm here before the board today seeking to ratify a decision to switch lease agreements on the Corners truck. Tuesday of last week, I was given a phone call by Enterprise, the same dealership that we had our initial hold on, right? We were waiting for the computer chip to be in that one vehicle before it could be delivered. Said that they had received 2 similar trucks and wanted to know if we were interested in them. One of those 2 trucks was more in line with what our current fleet. It had a few less bells and whistles, a little slightly smaller engine, and white. So I said, fantastic, right? Set up, get me some specs, and I'll have my shop and my corner review and see if this is going to work for us. Sure enough, within 10 minutes, they had the specs to me. Josh Moss and Tori Danner looked and reviewed and said, this is fantastic. It still has a few more things that we don't need on it, but it is cheaper, and it still has all the things that we have to have, all the required specs in it. So they were very excited. So then on top of that, as we moved forward with the process and said, great, where is it, right? How can we get it? It was available, it was great. She said, well, it's in Boise. And I said, fantastic, I've got 2 commissioners over there and we can save an additional $16.95 on a delivery charge. So they were able to work that out.
How much did we save by not having it delivered?
$1,695.
Wow.
Right?
Just by having
Right? You guys
Ernie and
were
myself
there
drive it
and
back
time.
over here.
Right? It was fantastic.
See, you guys are working hard.
See,
saving
I
taxpayers.
saved $1,600 by just.
So the lease itself is just over $1,000 in savings that we'll have there, and that it is available, right? We have it here for the corner to use, and then we save the additional money in the transport cost as well. They aren't requiring a signature on that contract. I just felt that we should go back before the board to ratify the decision and have a signature so our records were complete, but Enterprise doesn't require it. But
Mr. Chairman, I move that we ratify the lease agreement for the coroner's vehicle as presented.
I have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
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 in tandem to that request, I would like to ask that we look for, start the process of returning the Dodge Caravan that they do have and terminating that lease if that is okay. This is the first time we've done it, so I'll reach out to Christy as they have different options for us to turn back. We're going to make money because of the good used market that we've got, but in order to get things in line, this is the first one we've done.
We just don't want to tell them that there's probably a poltergeist or something in that vehicle. What was this vehicle used for? Nothing.
Transportation.
Transportation.
But yeah, we'll start
Living
down
and
that,
the
but that will come back.
Do we have another vehicle that we were looking at leasing that we can credit to that or buy back? Is there anything in the that we approved in the budgetary cycle? I don't remember for a leased vehicle for any other departments right now.
I don't
think we have any,
anybody
because
else
I was
has
just thinking
asked.
if we had something else that was going to be in the lease pipeline, that either we credit to that for anything that we're doing this year, or otherwise we just have a check issued for funds to the general fund.
If we do a credit, I'm gonna have to journal entry all the activity.
Yeah, I know.
So.
I know. We'll try and figure out. I did read a thing that just they like to give it. We usually get more credit off of instead of selling. It usually gives us 15-20% more than. I mean, so it's kind of that. Is it worth it? Is it not? But
But there should be a couple different options, and that's what I want to review with Christy once we start this process, is whether or not we turn those funds back over to down pay on the truck lease itself, or if we receive funds directly, or they can hold them for us to put them on a future lease.
Yeah, I
which
guess we could.
Pretty sure we don't want that one, but.
No, they can't do that.
But right
want it
now,
back.
Own money.
right? But yeah, so once we have dollar amounts and things, we'll get with Christie for that process and bring a recommendation before the board.
We came out ahead, I'm happy.
Right? Yeah. It was good.
Yes, let's start that
Okay,
process.
we'll start it up.
Cool,
Thanks
thank
so
you.
much.
We're gonna be
Wes,
at ease for a minute.
let's go ahead and be at recess for a minute.
I said
Till
at
Wes
ease.
shows up.